Let's talk about successor trustees for a moment. It's very important. The selection of your successor trustee is extremely important. This is the person whom you trust to manage the estate during your incapacity or to distribute your estate upon your death. So as you can imagine, it's very important to pick the right person. Now, husbands and wives often select each other to serve as their trustee if they pass first, and that's great. Now, a surviving spouse can also serve with a child as a co-trustee or someone else that's trusted. This is particularly helpful as clients advance in years where they may feel more comfortable serving as a trustee not alone but with someone that they trust. You can also look into a trust company to serve as a trusted neutral third party to manage the estate and to distribute your estate upon your death. But all trust companies are not created equal, so it would be important to talk with us about what your options are with respect to trust companies. Now, it's also possible to split the trusteeship at the first death. At the first death, we split the estate into two trusts, into the A trust and the B trust. Usually, the surviving spouse is the trustee of both, but it's also possible to name one successor trustee for the A trust and another successor trustee for the B trust. So, again, successor trusteeship is so important. If you can articulate how you want it to occur and how you want control to be maintained, it's possible to translate that into your legal documents, but it's a very important consideration. Successor trustees who are serving together can also have alternates. So if you have a son and daughter serving together and one of them can't serve as successor trustee, you can name someone else to come in and serve with the survivor in the place of the one who can no longer serve. And finally, just considering the corporate trusteeship idea again, having a corporate trustee in place can turn a burden into a blessing for your beneficiary. So that's something that you may want to pay some attention to and to find out a little bit more about. Okay, let's talk a little bit about the surviving trustor's level of control over making changes to the B trust. Now, at the first death, typically the trust will split into two, into the A trust, the above ground trust, and the B trust, the below ground trust. So typically, for the last 100 years, trusts have been drafted so that the surviving trustor has no control over making changes to the B trust, to the decedent's trust. Those terms, the terms that were in place at the time of the first death, are locked into place. But new techniques have evolved that allow us to give different levels of control to the surviving spouse. Medium control allows a survivor to remove a beneficiary if they're not being nice to them, but not able to add another beneficiary like their next spouse, for example. The third level of control that we're able to provide is maximum level of control. This lets the survivor make whatever changes he or she deems appropriate to the trust after the first death. So depending on your circumstances, you'll want to decide whether you want the survivor to receive minimum, medium, or maximum control over making changes to your trust. Feel free to give us a call anytime at 877-438-7878. We'll be delighted to help you. Thank you.